Hello, welcome to Tea with the President, a Sunday night special occasion where I get to sit down with President Naokimi and Yoshie and talk about the previous week and what's coming up next week. Yeah, hi President Naokimi.
Hello, Yoshie. Good to see you again.
You too. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday evening.
Happy Sunday evening. The best time of week.
Yes. So if you are joining us for the first time, this is a kind of opportunity for us to have a casual conversation. So if you have a question for either myself or President Naokimi, please feel free to write it in the comments, and maybe we'll feature your comment and talk about it. Yes. So how are you doing, President Naokimi?
Yeah, last night was pretty long. We had there was a cosmic blessing ceremony, and
right.
As the leaders, I had to sit through rehearsal and then the whole show, and there was like 2 parts. So I was on screen from 7 p.m. to like 11:30 p.m. And
right.
You're supposed to literally sit there. So anyway, I found a way to be productive, but still, it's challenging to do that.
Kind of be pretending to pay attention and doing work on the side.
The beauty of the virtual world.
Yeah. I have not been a live audience for any of the rallies.
It's an experience, Yoshie.
I've been successfully avoidant.
Tal's looking for a few more people to fill some slots tomorrow.
Is that so? Yeah, if you're interested, please write it in the comments.
That's right. Well, I'll let Tal know if you're interested.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was late into the night, and then I was at a friend's house. And so we had to drive back after that, and then we got home late, and then we had to go to bed, and mornings early, so I gotta give my sermon. So it's
right.
A little bit of a tight schedule there. But yeah, otherwise Sunday afternoons are usually more relaxing. I had a chance to take a nap and feeling better.
I took one too.
Yeah. Sunday afternoon naps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The sun shines straight into my room as it right in the hour before it sets, and I find the very best time to take a nap somehow.
Oh.
Yeah.
While the sun's shining into your room. Usually it's hard to sleep when there's light in the room, but I guess
but I don't know, that it's very comforting. I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe
I just saw in the comments, Yuji Torikai said hello.
Yuji, I haven't heard Yuji in so long.
He's been playing this week-long April Fool's, end of April Fool's joke that, of course I fell for.
Yeah, I haven't got a comment from Yuji. Good to hear from you, Yuji.
Yeah. Welcome back from fake Hawaii, Yuji. Yeah, so there was a blessing. Congratulations to all the couples that got blessed.
Congratulations.
Yesterday. Yeah. Exciting, really exciting. So what was a highlight of this last week for you?
Well, I mean, yes, I already mentioned, but I was at a friend's house, actually my wife's friend's. I guess it's a mutual friend, but we we're invited to a barbecue at their place with another family, and so there are 3 of us, and it's just been a while since hanging out. So it was really nice. Bunch of kids, they play Monopoly, we had food and talked, and then so yeah, that was definitely a highlight. And earlier that day, I had a conversation with my wife, and this kind of goes into the challenge, but this week has been particularly minimal family time because she had a late shift, and so she would work till 7:30, and for me, if if there's no dinner ready or anything like that, then I don't like I just continue working, it's like, oh, more time to work. So yeah, I think we didn't notice it, but by the end of the week she was just like, yeah, kind of not happy with me. So of course when we reflect on it, we can see what was different this week. And it was because both of us were busy, so we didn't really have time for, usually we have dinner time together as a family, but this week was even hard to do that because both of us were working late. So anyway, just that was a challenge, but I think ending with going to our friend's house and spending some quality family time, I think that kind of made up for the whole weekend. It was a great way to end the week on a high note.
I see. Yeah. So the lows kind of created an even higher high.
That's right.
And it made the highlight even more sweet.
That's right. That's what I should have said to my wife. It was all so that we can enjoy this Saturday even more.
On purpose.
That's right. God had a plan. Yeah, so that was, but one good outcome from that was I decided to schedule, it's going to take some teamwork, but the idea was to schedule like a 3-hour block of time where it's in the weekend where we can commit to family time. And then during the weekdays to really, same like I schedule meetings, like to actually schedule like 6:30 to 8 o'clock as family time, including dinner, but other things if you want to do it, preparing the meal or something, but just to honor that time together. So we'll see how it goes. I'm also going to be gone half the week this week, but anyway, it's the intention that counts.
The intention is there.
Yes, the intention is there.
So that'll happen on Saturdays then, you said, right?
Well, the on weekdays I'm thinking to honor like the dinner time, and then on weekends I'm thinking like a 3-hour block of time somewhere. Typically Sunday afternoons, but maybe sometimes if we're invited somewhere on Saturday, we can take that time on Saturday.
Great.
Yeah, so that was kind of both the highlight and the challenge this week.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and back to the story. So then I got a text from Tal that actually she made a mistake about the time, and I had to be on an hour early.
Oh.
So instead of going home, which I was planning on doing, I actually found a spot in their house and borrowed a tie and a suit jacket and actually did the meeting there.
From 7 to 11.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
11:30. Wow. I mean, it was fine for them. They were just playing and chatting and watching a movie, so it was fine. But it was a long day.
Yeah. Well, glad that you were able to go to a barbecue, and work out a new system with your wife. For teamwork and dinner and family time.
That's right.
Yes. Nice. I see something else in the notes. Can I ask about it?
Sure, if it's there.
It says getting my son to shave.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I've been waiting for. Like, tell me about that.
So my son's 16, and anyway, yesterday we actually bought him a shaver for his birthday last September.
Okay.
So it's been 7 months and he hasn't touched it. So I was like, okay, we need to, I think also because we're going to go like spend time with other family. So I felt like he needs to get a haircut. He needs to shave. So, but yeah, looks much better in my opinion. And so I was happy that we were able to do that. It was a father-son moment,
Father-son moment, a first of many, yes. Rite of passage, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's exciting.
So yeah, that was new for this week.
How old is he again?
16.
Exciting. Congratulations. Your kids are growing up.
Happens.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about the highlight. We also talked about the challenge of the week, which is that you were too busy and your wife had a late shift. What about a key development of this week?
Yeah, a lot of work developments. I was in DC earlier for the pastor summit there, and that was really good. We had like 10 couples, clergy couples, commit to a 43-day process to renew their marriage. And yeah, and some of the testimonies I shared during the Sunday sermon, but I heard them there and it was quite powerful. So I feel like things are moving. So that was very significant. Also, we're doing our Subregion 1 summit at East Garden. And that's in a few weeks, 2.5 weeks from now. But I got the confirmation just a few days ago that we can use the space. So I'm excited about that. And we had our second Holy Canaanites small group meeting.
Oh.
We had 15 people there, which I was excited about. And I gave a mini message around the power of perseverance. So that was fun. Yeah, I really enjoy it's different from Sunday service. I don't have to prepare like a whole slideshow. It's just, speaking. Of course I prepare an outline, but it's a 15-minute message. So it's quite, yeah, I really enjoy preparing for that. Yeah, and then another big development was for the event, we had to confirm like the lineup and the budget, and all that was done on Friday. So now I feel like we can really bump up the kind of the materials, the sizzle reel, the promotions, and I think things will pick up in terms of interest and registration. So it's been a long time coming, and there's still a lot to do.
Been cooking, lots of things like waiting to be finalized, but now it's here.
Now we can actually just go. So I feel like a big weight is lifted. However, yeah, still have to kind of keep it on track.
Yeah. Well, everybody who's watching right now, if you haven't already registered, go to peacestartswithme.com to register for the July 5th event. Sorry,
That's
June.
Right.
June
5th. June 5th. And if you ask your spouse and kids if they're planning to attend, then you can go ahead and register them as well. So just a quick tip.
Great. Let's see. Clofa says the Subregion 1 Summit date is set. When is it?
Yeah, it's set for the Thursday, Friday, May 13th and 14th. Yeah, but it's invite only. So based on the ACLC district pastors, because it's it's limited. The space is limited.
COVID restrictions and all of that, right?
So they need to be approved. Each of the pastor couples need to be approved, and if you're bringing a pastor couple, then you can attend as well. Yeah.
That's cool that it's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
So shall we? Let's talk about the sermon and the comments from today.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Gundila Sasaki said, "Yes, blessing is a lifestyle. Love it."
Yeah, that was one of the main points. It was the secret point, but I really felt like to really make this work, we have to go beyond it being a ceremony to really a culture that we're really proud of and are sharing. So, I still need to elaborate more what that means, and I asked it as the reflection question, but what does a blessing culture look like? It's not just the committed marriage, but it's, you know, really, as if you're single, you're preparing for that. And, you know, if you're already blessed and have children, you're really instilling the values on the kids, and you're practicing that kind of culture of putting God first, starting with your life and your family, but and your spouse, your marriage, but also extending out to all of the relationships in the community.
Yeah.
So just want to acknowledge that point, since it was the main point.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, we refer to ourselves as blessed, right? But if you think about it as a culture, then, and like a daily practice, then you think about how am I kind of embodying it, maybe a little bit more than just a label, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also getting to a point where you can really feel blessed. Because sometimes, especially second generation growing up, being born as blessed children, we don't necessarily feel blessed. We feel like trapped, or, you know, different
That's
words.
a strong word.
You know, or put on a pedestal, or high expectation, or, you know, that kind of thing. But really want to live into that identity and truly get to a point where you can feel blessed and know what it means, to the kind of responsibility it takes to live this kind of blessed lifestyle.
Yeah. It's adding an element of intentionality.
Yeah.
Okay. Athanasius said, "Done registering. How about you, brothers and sisters?"
Yes, I had to highlight that one, because that was also the other point of the message.
peacestartswithme.com.
That's right. peacestartswithme.com. Make sure you register today. If you're listening, you can do it while you're listening to this message. Just go to peacestartswithme.com and register. It takes literally 10 seconds.
Yes. Okay, so Hwasung said, "I don't recommend anyone do what they don't feel compelled to do on their own. Personally, I dress up for and submit to the Lord, the creator of the universe. Reverend Moon did as well."
Yeah, so the reason why Mr. Ersling has been making this comment many times, and so I just wanted to acknowledge it. I think he needs to be heard and acknowledged. Thank you for your concern about the dress code for those who perform. But as he said, the main thing is, even for the music and the service, yes, definitely an attendance to God is the first and foremost. But there's also, you know, kind of thinking of your audience as well, and how to help people kind of connect or relate. And sometimes even my PR team, they asked me to take off my tie so that it's not as intimidating, or people can kind of relate. So it's definitely, the heart needs to be to attend God, and kind of prepare your best in terms of, you know, being clean and looking clean. But also an extension of that is your heart for your audience, making sure that they feel connected. Now, I don't know about t-shirts, but I get that point. But my point is, as long as the heart of offering is there, regardless of, and I do think, you know, a general respect for how you look is healthy. But in terms of the choice for the performances, it's primarily due to the sound. Look is also part of it, but the sound is what the NFS team is looking for. But we could make a note. I mean, I can talk to the NFS team and let them know that maybe we could also encourage band members to.
I mean, personally,
I've
seen Hwasung's, you know, comments. I'm the comment moderator. I've seen them over the last 3 weeks as well. Like, Today, I felt that the music was so wonderful that I did not notice what the band was wearing, band members were wearing.
Yeah.
I was, really impressed by, the lights and the audio and the beautiful spirit. So, but yeah, everybody has their personal kind of taste and heart, right?
Yeah.
And responds differently to things. Yeah.
Okay, I hope that satisfies you, Mr. Ersling, but we'll see.
Okay, Greg Dishman said, God is speaking powerfully through you, Mary. Thank you for your devotion and faith. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I just want to acknowledge, her testimony. I was not expecting that, but she was like, she just like opened up and shared her struggle that she went through a broken blessing, but she still wanted it, and so she got re-engaged, or she's in that process again. So kudos to her, just sharing it, just putting it out there,
Right.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, just want to acknowledge her. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Vulnerably.
Yeah, it was very. It grounded things in I don't know, like reality and how difficult actually making the blessing work is, like we talk about blessing culture and anyway, it brought how badly you have to want it in order to make it work, and even then it's difficult. Yeah,
I think it was like showing that the blessing isn't a magic pill. It really requires a commitment and an ongoing commitment in order to really make it work and to build that kind of culture. So, and as you know, it takes two to tango. It is a relationship, so you can't have full control over what happens. But if you're personally committed, you can get there, and that's what I got from her testimony.
Yes. Thank you, Mary. Amazing.
I think it was Miri.
Mary. Is that what am I not saying that?
Miri, M-I-R-I?
Yeah, Mary.
Oh, it sounds like Mary when you say it. But
And then Beverly Tidwell says, unplugging the Wi-Fi. What a great sermon topic.
Yeah, what was the Yuya was his name? Anyway, yeah, I enjoyed his testimony too, or his reflection. But yeah, the idea of a sermon around unplugging Wi-Fi, that was intriguing. So it caught my attention. I don't know if I'll ever do that, but it caught my attention. So
yeah, I don't know how it would go, but it would be very fun and interesting.
Yeah, unplugged. I remember there was a CARP event, a college student event, where we called Unplugged.
Okay.
And it was like, they literally had all the students come into the room, put their phones in a bag, turn it off, and then just spend time connecting face to face with other students. So that was was interesting. They identified that as a major challenge, is that people aren't connecting in person because of all the digital sources that we have.
Yeah. Sounds like GPA.
Yeah. That's right. They have a rule.
A good experience to unplug. But if you're in the middle of an important meeting, then I'm sure that it's a little bit more difficult than if you're intentionally putting your phone away.
I had a few times where I was like, wait, where's my Wi-Fi? Gotta run to my wife and say, what's happening? So I could relate with that situation.
Right. Yeah. So what are you looking forward to in this coming week?
This week. Well, one big thing is I'm going to LA. Sorry, Yoshie. I know I can't take you, but Maybe I'll need a personal social media assistant to track every part of my journey. But yeah, so I'll be there for 3 days. They have the Pastor Summit there for representing Sub-Region 5, and it's been a while since traveling to the West Coast. So yeah, I think that's something I'm looking forward to, although the time zone difference is something I'm worrying about. But anyway, it's morning devotion. It's 3 a.m. now. So, but the program still ends at 9 p.m. So, do the math. It's gonna be.
Yeah, I know that that the West Coast is their own morning devotion that starts at 6.
That's right.
Right. I don't know. You'd have to talk to Dr. Young about it.
Yeah, I might need to negotiate with Dr. Young.
But yeah, I mean, I do find when I'm there that I don't really have a problem keeping to East Coast time.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, last time I was there over the winter, like, between Christmas and New Year's, and I attended morning devotion at 3 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And then I went back to sleep afterwards.
Yeah, so I'll see what I'll do, but might give me an extra few hours in the morning.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Well, say hello to my hometown for me.
I'll arrive like, Yoshie says hello, LA.
That's what I want. Let's see. Greg in the comments says, I loved the comment someone said, as having God as the third person in the relationship. That is key. When there are disagreements and serious confrontations, bring it to God. The couples are not the enemy. That helped me and my wife numerous times.
Yeah, great point.
Words of wisdom right there.
Always bring the third party. Like when you're arguing, let's ask God. What does God think? Who's right, my wife or me?
How would God answer that?
Yeah, how would God answer that? It'd be funny, right? Because if each side claims that God says something else, it's like, wait, are you speaking to the same God?
God would be like, silly children. What are you fighting about?
Silly children. Yeah. I think what it means, and I'm getting at this now and then, is that really like attending God is also like letting go of your ego. And that's when you can kind of create space for God's wisdom or insight to come. So it's almost like taking a pause and thinking like, yeah, what would, like objectively looking at the situation, what would God as a parent think in this situation? When you take a moment and step outside of your own immediate emotion or perspective, then I think it creates a space for that kind of intuition to flow.
Right. Yeah.
So,
and I guess even on a more kind of logical wavelength, it's taking a pause and stepping back outside of yourself and having you look at how you are acting in that situation too. That's and right. what like not just God, but like what does this look like to any third party, right?
Yeah.
Am I really kind of bringing like fairness into the situation?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so I'm sure there's like psychological, perspectives or insight into the same kind of approach. The difference being just this consciousness of bringing the spirit and also knowing that God is a parental figure with love. That's kind of the driving perspective, that you bring into the situation. Not just like a cold objective. Let's see if this is logical, but it's like, what would a loving parent say in this situation? That's kind of what I feel is what it means to attend God or bring God into the conversation.
I guess the other thing that I have really appreciated about the blessing, at least, you know, from our parents' generation, was the commitment, not just, you know, to the person and to God, but also to like in this act of marriage, I am working for world peace. This is the goal, like,
Yep.
in my marriage. Yeah, who does that?
Yeah, only crazy
but
people.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Crazy for peace people.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy for God people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's there, and I think it's in our culture or psyche, I would say, for second generation.
Yeah,
is
I
kind
think
of,
it's baked into our DNA. Like,
yeah,
how can it not be?
I think so,
Yeah.
because that was the intention why our parents came together. So there is this high consciousness about doing something for the world, not just for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are a special breed.
Yes, we were born with a mission.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that is all the time that we have for today. Thank you all for joining us and watching live. If you enjoyed this conversation, please feel free to like, comment, share, and also turn on the notifications for Family Fed USA so you won't miss another live video. And again, have fun in LA. President Naokimi.
I'll
Thank you
enjoy it for
joining.
you, Yoshie.
Yes, I know you will. Yeah, thank you for joining.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yoshie. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We'll see you again next week.
Okay. God bless you.
Bye.